This is a video lot of people think I wouldn't do. Not me personally, but people that heavily suggested a game like Expedition 33. Yes, this is a reduction of my previous sentiments about not only Expedition 33, but also about Larian Studios. And with that, the wide majority of the gaming industry. Because some things happened, some things got confirmed, and I don't like that. As a matter of fact, I am very angry. In case you don't know, Expedition 33 has confirmed after it won 9 Game Awards, which is the most a single game has ever won in the history of the Game Awards, including the art direction. And after that, they admitted the use of generative AI. Now, it was already in the air, these allegations. I will put on the screen one of my users a month ago saying, linking to me articles about these allegations, but being allegations, I wanted to wait before making a full sentiment about this. Unfortunately, the other article, my user deleted that, probably because they thought the article wasn't good enough, which is understandable. But at the time, we only had allegations, so I didn't really feel like making a full video about allegations. Now, it got confirmed right after they won the Game of the Year, including for art direction. Now, I have to say, I am not only above the 50 seconds mark for YouTube to start swearing, but I am extremely fucking disappointed in the studio that made Expedition 33. We had decades of people that worked in the art direction. We had decades of people making scenarios, games, or whatever it is. We had decades. Why now? Why now do we need the stupid fucking slot machine to make that happen? They had a problem with funding. No, this is one of the biggest lies that Expedition 33 has on it. People don't know anymore the difference between a AAA game and an indie, and they think a AA game is an indie. No! Expedition 33 started with a group under Ubisoft, okay? But then these people got essentially kicked away from Ubisoft because Ubisoft is shit. But they wanted to continue Expedition 33. This game has a $10 million budget, okay? This was a very good budget. They could hire everybody they wanted. As a matter of fact, they got extremely talented voice actors for their games. One of them winning the Game of the Year. I think it's extremely disrespectful towards her to even think of using generative AI. Of course, I should not be saying that, but do not attack, first of all, people streaming this game. There's people that are not too indwelled into this. There's people that don't keep up with the news. They see Expedition 33, they think it's an amazing game, and they will play it. Do not attack streamers that are just getting on the Expedition 33 terrain. Second of all, do not attack the voice actors that participated in said game, okay? It's very likely they didn't know because the voice acting department and the textures department is completely divided. They don't interact, okay? They don't interact, they just perform in different ways, okay? Do not attack people, but the studio, the that decided to make this decision is to be held accountable. Again, not attack, but criticize, okay? I don't understand what the fuck was wrong with the head, okay? I genuinely don't understand. It wasn't even a very important, it was just the stupidest bullshit ever. The little flyers, the most important, the most famous picture used as a proof of this was stupid fucking flyers in a poll. Okay? Stupid fucking they had to generate stupid fucking flyers. Something that most people don't even look at. And you will say, if nobody looks at that, why would you care? Because, and I will explain it to you, despite being a very secondary part of a video game, it's still a part of a video game. Someone has studied for it. Okay, someone has studied for it. And those pieces become important if a game ever releases, I don't know, an art book, for example. Or if someone wants to go a little more on detail on the game. Perhaps this flyer has extra lore, has extra little things, okay? It makes the world building, okay? And if it wasn't that important, which it is, why would they change that afterwards? Because they changed it. Unfortunately, not many people noticed because Expedition 33 didn't instantly blow up, of course. But they changed it right after, and people, of course, didn't see the AI-generated shit. But now we do. Now we do. So, if they then paid someone to make those flyers, why in the fuck would you AI generate it in the first place? To get the ideas and get some things done before a certain time. And this is where we connect to Larian Studios. To save some time. No! No, no, no! 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 If you need extra time for your game, you take that extra time. You take it. You take it. For those of you that don't know, Larian Studios recently confirmed that they're going to use AI for the concept art of their new game, Divinity. The new chapter of Divinity. Which is even fucking worse. It's even fucking worse. Because you're probably seeing on screen pieces of Baldur's Gate 3. All the character design you are seeing, NPCs, the companions of your team, it's all humans that have studied, that they are passionate about a certain title, a certain kind of world. I'm talking about a fantasy world, in this case, because it's D&D. And they created said characters. From their human mind, with the brain, thinking about these godforsaken designs. Why now the most human part of a character design has to be given to a computer, to a fucking slop machine? Because that's what it is. It's a slop machine. Nothing else. It's garbage. It's something that steals other artists' work. It's something that steals other artists' work without permission and then uses it to create something else that has been pieced together like some fuck-ass Frankenstein monster. I shouldn't even bring the Frankenstein monster into this. The Frankenstein monster was more human than any of this bullshit. And the worst thing is that they doubled down. They fucking doubled down. being all whiny, all fucking dumb. For fuck's sake, guys, we don't wanna push the AI. We are just using to character design. We hired 72 people. Some of those are concept artists. Am I supposed to believe you? You are using the deception machine, okay? Because this is what generative AI is deception machine. Is a deception machine. People use it to create things that did not happen and make them appear real. And does all of this by stealing data, stealing stuff from people that actually made those things happen, created those things with their human brain, with their human hands, with their human soul, with their human emotion. And you are just there saying, we hired 70 artists. Okay. You do realize that this is not a good look for you, because it only makes us wonder that you could have hired more if it wasn't for the slot machine. Could have been more. But you didn't hire someone. You did not hire someone because you were using AI. Concept artists and all artists usually get noticed because they get hired in these situations. Okay? And now you are telling me you wanna spare time. You wanna spare time because you used AI. Then fucking Toby Fox is an idiot because doesn't use AI, and each Deltarune chapter comes out every meteor, every comet passing near the Earth. Are you? Do you really think you are smarter? You are smarter than the others. Is that all you're saying? I've used AI, so I am using less time to make my game. Meanwhile, there's people out there that are actually putting the time and effort for their games. This is fucking disgusting. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be fucking ashamed. And all of this, it's all because all of Expedition, Larian, they say they did some filler things or some sketches, some concept arts. Are we supposed to believe them now? How do we know that everything else didn't got AI generated? And all of this, why? To make more accurate graphics in shorter time, because at the end of the day, this is what's going to be. First we use AI to generate little things or completely erase the concept of a concept artist. And then what? The textures have been AI generated because it takes less time and we don't have to hire people. I'm sorry, but I prefer my shitty bushes, my shitty creme caramel desert, my stupid flat walls made by man. Okay? I'd much rather having all games from now on with fucking flat walls, with fucking shitty bushes like Dark Souls used to have. I prefer creme caramel deserts like the new Metroid. I prefer having them look like shit, but man-made. A human made them just because they need to cover the numbers and codes of the game. And then the rest is all gameplay. I don't want realistic graphics. God forbid AI-generated realistic graphics. God forbid. This is what we're going to end up with. Because people are already doing that. People are already doing that. Look at Expedition. That's just the beginning. They generated flyers that were on the game. You could see them if you paid attention to it. You could see them. And people noticed. People noticed. A lot of people are going to say, dude, nobody cares. I do. And they're also going to say, and it's probably what was intentional. Expedition 33 used the AI and won. This was to make people feel like they could not criticize it anymore. Because they praised the game until they admitted the use of AI. They thought they would shut up people. They won't shut up me. Okay? Because if you give me a sandwich telling me it has, I don't know, telling me it has salami inside it, okay? And then you look at me and tell me, that was a joke. It had spam on it. But you liked it. Yeah, of course. But you deceived me. It's still deception. I'm mad about the deception. I don't think the game now suddenly is worthless garbage. I think it's a shame because it has deceptive garbage. That game deceived people. That game deceived people. It's like you meet someone, you enjoy hanging out with them, and then they come out as a fucking bigot bastard. Of course, you enjoyed your time with them, but then they come out as a shitty person. Will you shut up and never come back to... will you shut up and never criticize them because they deceived you into thinking they were a cool person? No, you talk about the fact that you got deceived from that person because they are actually a shitty person and they told you they were a cool person to hang out with. They told you. They lied to you. It's not about shutting up because you praised the game before and you cannot criticize it anymore. No. I'm criticizing the fact that I got deceived from that game. Everybody got deceived from that game. Everybody. And that's the problem. It's the whole reason why Steam has an obligation to label your games. Okay, if you are putting a game on Steam, you are forced to say whether or not it is AI generated. In the European Union, if a piece of media got AI generated, you have to label it. Do you know the shitty Coca-Cola AI bullshit advertisement? In Europe, that is labeled. It has a little writing appearing saying it is AI generated. Because you have to disclose it. Because people want to choose whether to support a practice that uses AI or not. They don't wanna be deceived. And guess what? Expedition 33 lied. Expedition 33 lied to Steam because that doesn't have the label. If it has now, I don't know. I will check. But it didn't. Otherwise, people would have talked about this way before. But they didn't disclose it. And also committed a crime under the European Union. Because that game wasn't labeled. That game wasn't labeled. And mind you, Expedition 33 is a French game. They can get their ass whenever they want. They lied to the European Union. They lied. They lied to the customers. They lied to to Steam, and they committed a crime in the face of the European Union. They committed a crime. Okay? And they deceived people. They deceived people. And it's such a shame. Because everybody was so happy about this gameplay. It was the next step for turn-based RPGs. But now it's deciding. It's a lie. Okay? It's lying to us. It has lied to us. In multiple ways. I don't think this game would have come anywhere close to this success if it had disclosed the use of generative AI. And that's probably why they omitted it. It's probably why they omitted it. Because they didn't want people to know it has it. They didn't want to know. Worst part, you know what's the worst part? It's not the only game that was candidated to the Game Awards. It's not the only game candidated to the Game Awards that is on this. The fucking Kingdom Come Deliverance developers. Another game I would have been extremely fine seeing winning the Game Awards. Have said, well, everybody is using it, why are people making a big fuss about it? First of all, where is your source? Where is your source? Who is this everybody? As I said, is Toby Fox fucking stupid not using it? No, it has integrity. He has integrity. His team has integrity. Okay? People have integrity. You don't. And it's a fucking shame because Kingdom Come Deliverance is also a very good game and the developer is onto this. Like, I don't know what it is with this fucking AI generating machine bullshit, but it feels like a mind virus that as soon as people start using it, no, it's the greatest creation, it's making us get all this time, or spare all this time. No. You are just not investing in your game. You are just keeping all the money for you. That's what it's doing for you. That's what it's doing for you. Who is this everybody? Sony may be using AI right now for their next game. PlayStation 5 with a game. What a joke. It's funny because it's not making games. What else? Xbox? Xbox is very surely going to use AI because it's Microsoft and Microsoft is pushing heavy on the AI usage. What else? Just on the big three. The last one is Nintendo. Do you think Nintendo would use AI? You know why Nintendo is not going to be using AI? Because Nintendo, despite everything, holds their IPs dear. And most importantly, holds their employees working on this dear. And they don't want their staff to be involved into the slot machine bullshit. Okay? As a matter of fact, Nintendo is threatening the Japanese government to make serious laws about AI. Okay? The moment Nintendo sees, if an employee of Nintendo ever sees someone working for them using AI, I can guarantee you there's going to be a public execution. And by public execution, I mean Robespierre-style execution with the fucking guillotine. Yo, why did you use AI in a Nintendo project? It was to save time. That's what's going to happen. Nintendo is a big yandere when it comes to the titles. And I'm not here to shill Nintendo. Shilling is fucking stupid. We saw how the Expedition 33 shill went, did we? Like, it sues everybody that may seem to be gaining from their IPs without their permission. Okay? Nintendo has done that. But for one thing, and one thing we can be assured of. All their games will come from human-made stuff. Will come from human-made hands. All human, because they hate AI. It's literally their worst nightmare. It's the copyright infringement machine. It's their worst nightmare. They hate the concept of AI. It took Nintendo years to open up to let's players, content creators, and streamers. Figures AI. They will never allow people to create something from their IPs with AI. Which is also probably why they're going so hard on the Palworld thing, because there's allegation about Palworld using AI. And I'm not here to justify Nintendo. Okay? Okay, I'm not. It's still wrong. It just so happens that Nintendo is the one that, among the big three, is never going to use AI. Never. Okay? Never. And among the other studios, the studios that are not just Nintendo, Sony, Xbox, well, we saw what happened. People are turning to AI. Except a couple. I really hope Devolver is not on this. I genuinely hope, because it will also be very sad for me. But there is hope in gaming, okay? There's Toby Fox. There's Relogic. There's Concert Tape. There's many. I hope Daniel Mullins is also not on this bullshit. There's many. Okay? There's many. However, we are in a very bad situation right now. Because of AI, the cost of RAM and SSDs apparently is going up, meaning that not many people will be able to afford games with extremely high graphics. And if someone does have the opportunity to have those games, they're probably going to be AI. And it's bad. Okay? You wanna know a very fun thing? One of the people from Larian has said that because of the RAM prices, now they gotta do more optimizations. They gotta do more optimizations on their next games. Wow! I wonder what is the problem that I wonder what is the problem that is causing RAM prices to blow up. Wow! I hope maybe it's the fact that giving too much power to the AI bros is causing them to get so cocky they bought the entire production for 2026 of RAM, causing a RAM shortage and a RAM price spike. Wow! Who would have guessed? Technology is regressing because of this. Future electronics, phones, pre-built computers, are going to cost more. With power from 10 years ago. And in the meantime, the reason why this is happening, the AI data centers and all the AI bullshit, is destroying our planet, is destroying jobs, is destroying careers, and it's destroying every industry it touches. Gaming, movies, series, everything. Everything. Everything is getting destroyed. Disney has signed an OpenAI thing. Microsoft is heavily pushing it. We are getting this bullshit shoved down our throats. It's a mess, and it's all in the name of the deception machine. A machine that will be used to modify reality and make propaganda in a way that is unprecedented. I can tell you as an historian, if propaganda with just corrupted news sources worked in the past, figures if you give this technology so much power, it can create realistic imaginary of stuff that didn't happen, but that the current political candidate is going to need to enforce their own propaganda against these or that people. Or say that something they actually did has been AI generated by the opposers that are trying to stop them from becoming an authoritarian piece of shit. Are we really doing this? This video was made because I studied to become a video game journalist. I didn't become one because the space of video game journalism was becoming terrible, was becoming utter shit, okay? And I'm going to be making a video about video game journalism in the future. Perhaps with the new year in 2026. But one thing I still learned. Journalism integrity is very important. And it's important to say when you got your info wrong or you were wrong about something. I was wrong about trusting Expedition 33. I was wrong trusting Larian Studios. I was wrong being too nice about the allegations about Expedition 33 using AI. But just because some people are not going to speak up against it because they feel defeated by the truth, I'm not. The truth only means we got deceived. And we got a pushback. For gaming, for all pieces of media, for all art, we got a pushback. They may have deceived us once, but now I feel people are going to be more careful at games that are heavily hyped or that come out in a certain way. Okay? Perhaps this will be the last time. If you ask me, this year's Game of the Year belongs to Silksong. Because I know Team Cherry will never use AI. Right? Team Cherry? Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. And let me know in the comments what you think. See you next time.